Welcome to My Favorite CX, a podcast that celebrates exceptional customer experiences. To listen to today's, please choose from one of the following options.
Welcome to My Favorite Customer Experience, the podcast that celebrates exceptional customer experiences. I'm Chris Holt from Holt CX Consultancy here in the UK, and today I'm joined by Klaus Schwarzkopf from Your Metamorphosis. Klaus, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to come to your podcast. I'm very excited.
And for those that don't know Klaus, Klaus is originally from Germany and moved to the UK 5 years ago. With over 20 years in software development, over the past 5.5 years, he launched Your Metamorphosis to focus on AI and helping companies to save time and money. And we're talking today because, Klaus, you've recently published a book, the 80/20 Automation Blueprint. And we're going to talk a bit about that today.
Exactly. Actually, these are 30 years of software experience now. I'm getting old. I don't know why. I started my first program with C64. It was this 10 print hello and 20 go to 10. Oh my God, I'm getting
it's
old.
crazy that was what we used to do back then. I mean, I used to say I've been in telecoms 20 years and it's getting closer to 25 now. And it's getting depressing, I think. But why don't you tell us what made you make the move into AI a few years back and helping other businesses?
I think software development is every time helping businesses to grow faster, to make their life easier. Because every software does it. Maybe some games doesn't, but a CRM, video recording, all this stuff helping businesses. So it's similar, and automation is with software too. So it helps them, and with AI, it makes life even easier for people, and you have more possibilities to help the businesses.
And do you find when you speak to businesses, they're aware of how AI can help them, or is that where you come in?
No, not at all. Some businesses they don't have repetitive tasks. They looks like they wrote only once in their lifetime an invoice or something. I don't know. It's funny. But if I look in their business and I'm asking the right questions, they say, "Oh yeah, I have this too, and this too. Yeah, can you help me with this too?" It's crazy.
I think that's one of the things I've been cognizant of in the last year or so is that I talk to businesses all the time about AI and don't necessarily use enough AI myself. Like I'll have my phone where I'm forever saying, "Hey Google" in various different tones to ask it to do things for me. But actually moving on beyond that to creating my own agents, to using it for deep research. I Even in the last couple of months, I'm changing my habits to make myself more effective and more efficient. And I think that's part of it, part of the process, right?
Exactly. But it's not only about tools, not about AI. If you think deeper, you have to think. If I go to my book, it's the 80/20 rules. It's Pareto. So you have to create the task or the automation who helps actually the business. This 20% who brings the 80% of the outcome. So sometimes you try to make the processes easier or implement them, which is pain in the ass, but it's only for a short time for a lot of stuff. But it's not actually the process who brings your business forward this 80%. So you have to focus on this 20%.
And how do you go about identifying that 20%? I mean, from my experience in contact centers, that used to be whiteboarding a few years back, but now there's a lot of data in the platform which will harvest where you can probably go and automate. But how do you generally lead that process?
Usually there's three lenses we are looking for. One is cost, and it's not only the actual cost, it's even the missed opportunities. If you have, for example, missing writing an offer, and there are errors in this offer, and you have to redo it, this error cost usually not included. You include only the working time. Let's say you need 4 hours for this offer. You say, okay, these 4 hours times £60 or something, this is your cost. But then the error cost, you have to change the offer, send it to the client again. This is not included usually. And then when the client gets a lot of error offers or you are too slow, then the client says, yeah, I don't want to work with this company. It's not really what I'm looking for. And this missed opportunity you forgot in your calculation. This is number one. And sometimes it's so, cost intensive. But you're
And
missing.
I think that's one of the interesting things there is that lots of people, when they look to AI, they're looking for it to do the shiny stuff and the interesting stuff, but actually it's a tool to eliminate error and to eliminate repetition from, because when we're repeating stuff, we're more prone to error anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, and usually I say if it's possible without AI, do it without AI, because AI brings a lot of more errors in your process. I don't say you don't use AI, but AI is lying. So if you use it in the right way, it can help your business. But
if you're not really clear on your prompt and your scope and your guardrails, then you're giving a large language model a lot of scope to do a lot of things. So I think that's potentially underestimated by people as well.
Exactly. And especially when it has direct customer contact. So if you say, okay, AI, answer all my emails and send it out to the person without checking them, without only having a draft, and then you have a human in the loop who is checking and rewriting everything, you can lose actually clients.
I think you use the phrase there that we're seeing come up more and more in the world, which is human in the loop. Of utilize AI and automation to eliminate some of the repetition and some of the error. I mean, we're even seeing it mandated in law with things like the EU AI Act.
With law, it's a very important topic that you follow, of course, the law. And I think if you use AI directly in this as a lawyer or something, I wouldn't do it at the moment. Because as I said, AI is lying constantly. So you can rely on AI.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting area. So in terms of the world you work in, where's the biggest opportunity at the moment to create those automations and to make life easier for your clients?
The biggest part is actually to reduce the decision from the owner. Usually you have only 164 hours per week as an owner, and you can't work more. And sometimes you're working 60 hours and even your business is not coming forward and it's not growing because you are at the end making all the decisions. If you remove from the owner, from the CEO, this decision-making process, this brings the client, the company forward. These are the 20%. And then the owner can work on the business, not in the business.
And that's a key term that I've heard used many times, of being able to work on the business makes a massive difference. If you're in the business and you're continually working in the business, then the business itself doesn't move on and it's forever beholden to the time you're working in the business.
Exactly.
So for you, it's all about taking away not taking away, but automating those decisions and freeing up the owner to to have more freedom to work on things.
Exactly. Because this is the number one. If the owner is still in the process, in every decision, he can't even take holidays. And after a while, he will burn out, and then the business will collapse. So nobody wants this.
No, it's not a sustainable model. And as someone that took a much needed holiday at the start of the year, can completely understand that. Well, Klaus, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll place you on hold at the moment, and we'll place our listeners and viewers on hold, and then we'll come back and we'll flip the switch and ask a little bit about one of your favorite customer experiences.
Great. Can't wait.
Your call is important to us. Please hold, and you'll be connected to your next favorite customer experience shortly.
Welcome back to my favorite customer experience. We're joined this week by Klaus Schwarzkopf from Your Metamorphosis. And before the break, we were talking about automating and giving founders the opportunity to work on their business more so they can provide exceptional customer experiences. Now, what we're going to do is ask Klaus to share one of his favorite customer experiences.
Yeah, my favorite customer experience was in Dubai. There was an event, and I want to participate on this event. And I came into the hotel, and hotel lobby looked very amazing and luxury. And the good thing is, it was during the summer in July, so it
was nice and air conditioned.
Air conditioned, and when you go out from this cold air conditioned room and you go out into the summer, your glass is getting foggy. I never had this experience in the summer, only in Dubai. But inside the lobby, and I went to the reception, and they're super nice, brought me up to the hotel with a person and showed me the whole room. It was huge because of the summertime. There's not many hotels, and it was really huge and really affordable. And there was fruits and even some champagne there, and some water. And on the bed, of course, the chocolate and this swan with
Yep.
the towels. And I really enjoyed to stay there. With a nice swimming pool on top of the hotel, and they explained everything while they were next to me. It's not only, okay, you are there, here is the list, show what we can provide. It's here's this, here's that, and explained everything. And
So
this
a very
was amazing.
a very personal experience there of they made sure that not only were you just checking in, it was we take you to your room, we
Yeah.
show you the room, but we also then take you through what to expect at the hotel. It's not self-serve. It's very much we will guide you.
Exactly. And they brought the suitcase upstairs. I don't have to think about anything, and even gave me ideas what to do in Dubai, where to eat, what to do. It was really amazing.
And if we take it back to the conversation in the first half of the podcast, I guess that takes you from working in the business of having to think about your luggage, having to think about what's in the hotel room, what's around, where to get some food, to instead you're already thinking about what you can go and experience because the luggage is taken care of, they're giving you guidance, they're telling you where to go in the local area, they're making sure you've got a bit of food in the room. It's already taking your trip to that next step where that first bit of initial admin has gone away.
Exactly. And so the good thing is, after I told about the holiday, you need holiday. And even if somebody takes all the decisions. It's not hard decisions, but takes these decisions away. It's freeing up your mind. So
very much so. Yeah, it's reducing that cognitive load, and I think that's something. Yeah, it's very easy on holiday to still be making decisions, whether you intend to or not. You just change one cognitive load to another. It sounds like as well, it made you feel valued as well as a customer straight away. It created a great impression with the brand.
exactly. Usually you feel like a usual human, but with this environment, you felt only like a king. It was amazing.
And in terms of influencing your behaviors, do you find yourself wanting to go back to Dubai as a consequence, or
No, I don't like Dubai, but if I go to Dubai, I will definitely go back to this hotel.
and I guess if we think about that experience and apply it to our world in corporate, I guess it's about meeting the customer where they are and reducing their efforts. So if they're, if someone's coming to you with an inquiry, it's going back to them with all of that information, so they're not having to go searching for that, and starting that conversation from a point of they already know about you and your services rather than them researching.
Yeah, I think I think it's good if you make it done for them. So this done for you experience, like I had in the hotel, because you don't want to think about all this stuff the other expert can know, like accountant or somebody else. You don't want to know all the details. You only want to be sure this person can handle the problem and understands everything and take away the cognitive load, like you said. And I read in one book that you have only a small amount of good decisions, and these are usually in the morning, and then you need a break, and then you get some good decisions. And if you take this stupid decision, what you don't need, away, it will bring your business forward too.
I think we've touched upon a couple of interesting things there about cognitive load and decision making, and the more we can assist our customers with automations, with providing a high level of care and service, with providing information up front, the more we reduce their need for cognitive load, the more we can have them focus on things that matter, on making decisions, on having an impact. And I think that whether that's being at a luxury hotel and not having to worry about where's good in the area and how's my luggage getting from the ground floor to the 10th floor, to in business taking away those errors that we talked about in the first half.
Exactly. Yeah. And there are many people who live this, like Mark Zuckerberg, who wears only the same shirt every time. So reducing one decision, what to wear.
I'm not sure I'm up for that one, mainly because I've got too many vintage cricket tops to go around. I couldn't just stick to one all the time. But it's a great idea. I mean, if people tune in and I'm still wearing the same one next time, then you know that I've decided that this is my one. But Klaus, where can people find you? And more importantly, where can people find the book, which again is the 80/20 Automation Blueprint?
The book is on Amazon. You can find it on every shop. It's in UK, DE, so Germany and US. But the easiest one is going to my website. There's a link on top, book, and then you find every information you need, even the bonuses. So it's klaus-schwarzkopf.com.
And we'll put that in the show notes, and there's a QR code, I'm sure, coming up right now with that for for our viewers. Our listeners, the QR code will not be very useful at all. But Klaus, thank you very, very much for joining us on My Favorite Customer Experience. And thank you for listening and watching, folks. Klaus, thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris.
We'll see you all in a couple of weeks' time.
Thank you for listening to My Favorite CX. Your listenership is important to us. On your keypad, please press a number between 1 and 5 to rank how much you've enjoyed your experience.